It's your girl, Pretty Girl, and
Dada.
And today, of course, we'll be giving you the coronavirus updates. And let's go.
So today, guys, has been another hectic day within the coronavirus battle. With 3,300 infections being recorded today, we're up by 142 infections in one day. That's still quite a bit, and it looks like we've now picked up the pace from an infection rate of 100 to now slowly reaching a rate of 150 a day. That's quite scary. When they've been looking at the graphs and looking at where most of these infections are believed to have taken place or originated, they actually believe it comes from places where people are gathering, such as shopping, when you go shopping for your foods at Spar, Woolworths, so on and so forth. So this is the places where most of these new infections are happening at retail outlets, including the staff members at these outlets. So it's quite a bit of concern. The government is looking at a way to slowly come out of this lockdown, as we have heard from the speech by our president. And they're looking at opening up certain sectors slowly, and some slower than others. As they keep on emphasizing in all of the news reports I've been watching, South Africa is slowly going to have to find a way to return to a new sense of normal. And the reason why I say new sense of normal is because they do not believe we could ever go back to the way things were, of how people would always shake hands. The social distancing wasn't top of mind. Now everything is completely changed. I think one of the sectors that you could look at for a perfect example of this would be the education sector. And there has been a lot of arguments raging across social media and different platforms about the education sector, saying that perhaps we have missed the buck a bit and we were a bit slow to catch on to a global trend when it came to the e-learning and e-commerce type of a thing. Especially during the phase when the fees must fall movement was at its highest, was one of the times for us to look at alternative means for us to provide education to multiple people in the tertiary atmosphere without them having to come to the establishments. So we're only starting to investigate these different routes now. And they're feeling that we were a bit slow on that. So that is also something that they have a look at. But another thing that the president has recently come out and said, I think it was yesterday in fact, is that the lockdown has begun to show and exacerbate the great differences and social differences between the haves and the have-nots in South Africa. And it's quite sad to see the great gulf that is between the different classes and the living standards that are imposed among people that are among the bottom rung in South Africa, and it's quite saddening to see. The president has also spoken about food parcels that have gone missing in various provinces that was earmarked to be distributed to those that are suffering. And he has spoken about those that have been diverting those parcels to either their family and friends or selling those parcels, and saying that if there's any substance to those rumors that have been spread and you have been caught out, you will be punished severely. So let's hope that that situation can resolve as quickly as possible, because as we all know, there's so many people across the country that are struggling. In order to keep ourselves safe, as I said, 142 new infections in a day is not a joke. And Pretty Girl's going to walk us through the steps. Pretty Girl, how do you stay safe?
Okay, guys, so you need to keep washing your hands with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. Or you can use hand sanitizer with at least 60% of alcohol in it, otherwise it will not work. If you go in public, which you should only do if you have no food in your fridge, your cupboards, your pantry, you need to wear a mask so that you don't walk through the droplets and get sick. If you're using a fabric mask, you should have at least 2. And don't forget about social distancing. No. Don't do handshakes. If you want to do a handshake, you can bow, you can use the elbow or the foot. And yeah.
Yeah, guys, so that's basically, I'm sorry, I was just messing with you, pretty girl. So that's basically how you can stay safe. Please really follow those rules. They may be simple and you may be hearing them getting repeated over and over and be like, look, I know. But as I said, a lot of the infections are happening in places that you perhaps are not expecting them to be happening, including the retail outlets where you could be going on a daily basis. So please, guys, stay safe, wear your masks, wear your gloves, wash your hands, sanitize, social distancing. And yeah, we'll stay in touch with you guys through our lockdown videos. And if you have anything to say to us, please drop it in the comments or DM us, and we will definitely get back to you.
And guys, if you want like the facts straight, go and watch SABC3. Yeah, just go check it out. You will get facts. You will see that you must wash your hands, wear your masks, everything.
100%. So for today, we'll be bowing out, and we'll see you again tomorrow.
It's your girl, Pretty Girl, and
Done, Dada.
we'll see you in the next one.
Boom.